Good morning. My name is Manjunathaya. I am continuing the last session lesson only. That is, my topic is trigonometry. Trigonometry part 3. I am continuing the same lesson. Today's content are revision of last class, basic trigonometry rules, trigonometry formulas, application problems, and assignment. So these five contents I carry in today's class. Let us learn these five contents today. So in the last two sessions, we studied the trigonometric ratios. They are sine ratio, cos ratio, tan ratio, cosecant ratio, secant ratio, and cot ratio. These are the six ratios we studied in the last session. Sine ratio is the ratio between opposite side and hypotenuse side. Cos is the ratio between adjacent side and hypotenuse side. Tan is the ratio between opposite side and adjacent side. Cosecant is the ratio between hypotenuse and opposite. Secant is the ratio between hypotenuse and adjacent. Cot is the ratio between adjacent and opposite. This we know. We already studied in the last class. Basics of trigonometry. What are all the basics of trigonometry? We studied sine theta and cosecant theta. So if you multiply sine theta and cosecant theta, we get 1. How is it? Sine is the ratio between opposite and hypotenuse into cosecant is the ratio between hypotenuse and opposite. Here hypotenuse will cancel with hypotenuse. Similarly, opposite side will cancel with opposite side and the result is 1. It means sine theta into cosecant theta is 1. It is clear. Secondly, cos theta into secant theta is 1. Cos theta is the ratio between adjacent side and hypotenuse side into secant theta is the ratio between hypotenuse side and adjacent side. Adjacent will cancel with adjacent and hypotenuse will cancel with hypotenuse. Result is 1. So it is clear cos theta into secant theta is 1. Thirdly, tan theta into cot theta is 1. Tan theta is the ratio between opposite and adjacent into cot theta is the ratio between adjacent side and opposite side. Opposite side will cancel with opposite and adjacent will with adjacent. Result is 1. So it is clear tan theta into cot theta is 1. Let us move on. Basics of trigonometry. Same thing. Sin theta into cosecant theta is 1. That is first ratio into fourth ratio is equal to 1. Secondly, cos theta into secant theta is 1. That is second ratio into fifth ratio is equal to 1. Thirdly, tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. That is third ratio into sixth ratio is equal to 1. These are basics rules of trigonometry. These are like formulas also. We have to remember to perform the trigonometric problems. Basics of trigonometry. These are also rules. Sin theta by cos theta. What is sin theta by cos theta? What we get? Sin theta divided by cos theta. A ratio between opposite by hypotenuse is sin theta divided by ratio between adjacent and hypotenuse is cos theta. I substituted it. I written opposite by hypotenuse as it is and I replaced divided by into. If I replace divided by into, the ratio in front of the divided by interchanges. That means it becomes hypotenuse by adjacent. Here hypotenuse will cancel with hypotenuse. Rest is opposite by adjacent, which is equal to tan theta. That is sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta. That means first ratio divided by second ratio is equal to third ratio. It is proved. Sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta. It is clear. Let us move on. Here cosecant theta by secant theta. What is cosecant theta by secant theta? What we get? Cosecant theta divided by secant theta. Cosecant theta is the ratio between hypotenuse and opposite divided by secant theta is the ratio between hypotenuse divided by adjacent. That is equal to hypotenuse by opposite into, I replaced divided by into. If I do so, the ratio in front of the divided by interchanges. Numerator becomes denominator and the denominator becomes numerator. That is adjacent by hypotenuse. Here the hypotenuse will cancel with hypotenuse. The rest is adjacent by opposite. Adjacent by opposite is cot theta. Cosecant theta divided by secant theta is equal to cot theta. It is clear. That is fourth ratio divided by fifth ratio is equal to sixth ratio. Cosecant theta divided by secant theta is equal to cot theta. So it is clear that here I specified first ratio divided by second ratio is equal to third ratio. That is sin ratio divided by cos ratio is equal to tan ratio, and fourth ratio divided by fifth ratio is equal to sixth ratio. That is cosecant divided by secant is equal to cot. So these are all the basic of trigonometry that we have to remember while performing the trigonometric problems. So let us move on. What we get? Reciprocals of trigonometry ratios. Reciprocals of trigonometry ratios. This also we studied in the last session. Even these are reciprocals, they are like a trigonometry formulas, basic formulas. What are these? Sin theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. Sin theta is equal to 1 by cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is equal to 1 by sin theta. Cos theta is equal to 1 by secant theta. Secant theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. Tan theta is equal to 1 by cot theta. Cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. That means in place of sin theta, we can replace 1 by cosecant theta if required. Similarly, in place of cosecant theta, we can replace 1 by sin theta if required. So similarly, cos theta can be replaced by 1 by secant theta, and secant theta can be replaced by 1 by cos theta. Tan theta can be replaced by 1 by cot theta, and cot theta can be replaced by 1 by tan theta. So next topic is trigonometric formula. Formula number 1. These formulas are very important. So what we have right angle triangle ABC, right angle triangle, in which AB is the opposite side, BC is the adjacent side, AC is the hypotenuse side. That we studied already in the first as well as in the second session of class. Here, if we apply Pythagoras rule to the right angle triangle, what we get? What the Pythagoras theorem says? Pythagoras theorem says that square on hypotenuse side is equal to square and sum of the rest two sides of the right angle triangle. I repeat the Pythagoras theorem once again. Square on hypotenuse side is equal to square and sum of rest two sides of the right angle triangle. That is, hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. Hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. This is the Pythagoras rule. Divide both LHS and RHS by hypotenuse square. Divide both sides, that is right hand side as well as left hand side, by hypotenuse square. If you do so, what we get? We get hypotenuse square divided by hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square by hypotenuse square plus adjacent square by hypotenuse square. Here hypotenuse square will cancel with hypotenuse square. Result is 1. 1 is equal to opposite square by hypotenuse square can be written as opposite by hypotenuse whole square, because a square by b square can be written as a by b whole square. Therefore opposite by hypotenuse whole square we can write like this, plus the next can be written as adjacent by hypotenuse whole square. 1 is equal to opposite by hypotenuse whole square plus adjacent by hypotenuse whole square. 1 is equal to opposite by hypotenuse is sine theta. Just replace it. We get sine square theta. Sine square theta plus cos square theta, because cos is the ratio between adjacent and hypotenuse. We got 1 is equal to sine square theta plus cos square theta. It can also be written as sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is the first trigonometric formula, very important formula that we have to remember. So let us move on to the second formula. Let us see what it says. So here also same thing repeats. We have right angle triangle ABC, in which AB is opposite side, BC is adjacent side, AC is hypotenuse side. If you apply Pythagoras rule, what we get? We get hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. It is because Pythagoras theorem says that square on hypotenuse is equal to square and sum of the rest two sides of the right angle triangle. That is, hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. At this stage, divide both right hand side as well as left hand side by adjacent square. If you do so, you get hypotenuse square divided by adjacent square, that is equal to opposite square divided by adjacent square plus adjacent square divided by adjacent square. Adjacent square divided by adjacent square get cancels and the result is 1. Rest is hypotenuse divided by adjacent whole square. It is because a square by b square can be written as a by b whole square, that is equal to opposite by adjacent whole square. Here also same case. So hypotenuse by adjacent is secant theta. I replaced secant square theta is equal to opposite by adjacent is tan theta. Square is there. I replaced it. We got tan square theta plus 1. We got is secant square theta is equal to tan square theta plus 1. Secant square theta is equal to tan square theta plus 1. This is our second formula, that can also be written as 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. That is our second formula. So let us move on to the third formula. What is it says? Here also same thing. We have right angle triangle ABC, in which AB is opposite side, BC is adjacent side, AC is hypotenuse side. Here also, if we apply Pythagoras theorem, according to Pythagoras theorem, square on hypotenuse side is equal to square and sum of the rest two sides of the right angle triangle. That means hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. At this stage, divide both divide both LHS and RHS by opposite square. If you do so, we get hypotenuse square divided by opposite square, that is equal to opposite square by opposite square plus adjacent square by opposite square. Opposite square will cancel with opposite square. Result is 1. Next is hypotenuse square divided by opposite square can be written as hypotenuse by opposite whole square. It is because a square by b square can be written as a by b whole square. In the same way, I replaced it. Hypotenuse by opposite whole square is equal to 1 plus adjacent by opposite whole square. In the same way, hypotenuse by opposite is cosecant. Square is there. I put as it is. It becomes cosecant square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta, because adjacent by opposite is cot theta. So we got cosecant square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. Cosecant square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. It can also be written as 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. This is our third problem. This is our third formula. These three formula we must remember very well. So let us recall all these three formulas once again and study the things. Reformation of formula. So already told you that, and we proved that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Second formula is 1 plus cot square theta is cosecant square theta. And third formula is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. These three formulas we proved already. These three formula can also be reformed as under. See, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. What is sin square theta from this? From this, sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Just I transferred cos square theta to the other side of the equals. If I do so, the plus cos square theta becomes minus cos square theta, that is sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Similarly, cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. I did same thing. Second formula is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. So 1 is equal to cosecant square theta minus cot square theta. Just I shifted cot square theta to the other side of the equals, that becomes minus. Therefore 1 is equal to cosecant square theta minus cot square theta. Similarly, cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta minus 1. Here I shifted plus 1 to the other side of the equals, that 1 becomes minus. Therefore cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta minus 1. Third formula is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. 1 is equal to secant square theta minus tan square theta. Here I shifted tan square theta to the other side of the equals. When I do so, the tan square becomes minus tan square theta. That is 1 is equal to secant square theta minus tan square theta. Similarly, tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1. Tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1 in the same way. So these are the three formulas and their reformation. These formulas along with the reformation we must remember very well to solve the trigonometric formulas. So let us move on to the next and perform some application problems. My first application problem is prove that tan square theta into 1 minus sin square theta is equal to sin square theta. I'll repeat the question again. Prove that tan square theta into 1 minus sin square theta is equal to sin square theta. We have to prove. We have to take left hand side and we have to prove the right hand side. What is in left hand side? We have tan square theta into 1 minus sin square theta in the left hand side. Take that. So tan square theta, write tan square theta as it is, into, in the bracket we have 1 minus sin square theta. We can replace 1 minus sin square theta by cos square theta. It is there in the formula. So therefore we got tan square theta into cos square theta. Tan square theta into cos square theta. And we know that first ratio divided by second ratio is third ratio. That is sin ratio by cos ratio is tan ratio. That means tan can be replaced by sin by cos. Here we have tan square. Therefore, I will replace it by sin square by cos square. Sin square by cos square into cos square. So cos square will cancel with cos square. Rest is sin square theta. Sin square theta is our RHS. It is proved LHS is equal to RHS. Right hand side is equal to left hand side. Let us move on to the next problem. My second problem is prove that cos square theta minus sin square theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. I'll repeat the question again. Prove that cos square theta minus sin square theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. So take LHS. What we have in LHS? Cos square theta minus sin square theta we have in LHS. Write as it is. We want this in the cos form in the RHS. Therefore, don't change the cos. Keep cos square as it is. Cos square theta minus. So just replace sin square theta in the form of cos square theta. We know that sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. In place of sin square theta, you just substitute 1 minus cos square theta. What you get? Cos square theta minus into plus minus 1 minus into minus plus cos square theta. We have cos square theta plus cos square theta. Cos square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 2 cos square theta, and we have minus 1. So we got RHS, that is 2 cos square theta minus 1. That means cos square theta minus sin square theta is equal to 2 sin square theta minus 1. We got RHS, that is LHS is equal to RHS. So the next topic is assignment. It is end of the session. So first of all, take the screenshot of the assignment session and perform these problems and send it to my personal number. Assignment questions are sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to dash. What is the value of sin square theta plus cos square theta? That you have to write. Cosecant square theta, second question is cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to dash. Third question is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to dash. These three are the objective question. You have to write correct answer in the blank. Fourth question is state Pythagoras rule. You have to explain the Pythagoras rule here. Fifth is PT. Prove that sin square theta plus cos square theta plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. That you have to do. So do all these problems, send to my personal WhatsApp number. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Let us see in the fourth session of classroom. Thank you.